Hiya, Adam here with the Video Marketing Insider, and if you are still struggling to make money online, then there's probably a reason why. In this video, I'm going to reveal 4 of the top reasons why people fail to make any kind of money online. Now, the good news is 3 of these have concrete steps that you can focus on to overcome, but one of them is a little bit more serious. So let's hop inside. So I recently surveyed the members of my Facebook group and we had this really interesting discussion. And by far the biggest reason that people gave for failure online is a lack of focus. And it's so obvious. The amount of people that I've spoken to that want to make a few extra bucks, they want to make more money, but they don't really know how or why. There's no focus on their end goal. If you just went out today and you got in your car or you went for a walk and you had no idea of the destination, it would just be an aimless stroll or an aimless drive. And you might have a bit of fun, but you don't actually get to a place that you want. So you have to envisage where it is that you want to be. You may not know exactly how you're going to achieve that goal, the nuts and bolts and all the technical stuff, but you need to understand that. Whenever I speak with people who are members of my Video Marketing Insider membership, I always try to drill down what exactly is it that you want to achieve. And I don't mean in a monetary sense, but what is it that you want to offer? Whether it's, okay, I want to have the best online membership that teaches pit bull owners how to take care of their dog, or I want to have the best product online that teaches people how to do magic tricks and it's going to be aimed at beginners, whatever it might be. And once you've got that clarity in your mind, okay, this is what I want, this is where I'm going to go, then you can start building out assets. You can come up with a domain name, you can come up with a logo and a brand name, and you can start building out things like a YouTube channel or a Facebook page or a blog or a website. And then maybe you can learn, how to either create products or find products as an affiliate and drive traffic through your branded infrastructure to that. But if you've got no idea what it is you want to achieve, I just want to make some money, then without that focus, you are not going to succeed. And I've been there, I've been that person that's had no focus. I just want to make money and I don't really care how, as long as it's, ethical. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work for anybody. So the first thing you have to get clear on is focus. That brings us nicely on to the second thing that people said was a reason for their lack of success, and that is overwhelm. People get overwhelmed because there's just so much to learn, especially when you're new. I remember back in 2012 when I was getting started, I didn't know what a domain was, I had no idea what hosting was, I'd never heard of WordPress, I thought a list was something that I took to the supermarket, and there were so many things that I thought that I had to learn, and not only learn, but become a master at. And when you're not technically minded as well, it just makes things a lot more difficult. And then you've got Photoshop, I've got to make images, I've got to learn Facebook ads, I've got to learn how to rank videos on YouTube, I've got to learn how to set up an autoresponder and a landing page. And you get so overwhelmed and so confused, and people are hitting your inbox daily with buy this, try this, try this. And 95% of the things that people try and sell you don't work anyway, and B, you don't need them. So you've got to get good at saying no to a lot of this stuff. Now that might mean unsubscribing from almost every marketer's list, apart from 3 or 4 that you like. But that's what I advocate people do. And if you're on my list and I'm overwhelming you, unsubscribe from my list. It'll be better in the long run for you. But without focus, you're going to be overwhelmed. And it also means that you need to have self-discipline. You need to be able to say no, and you need to only decide to invest your time and money in things that you know are going to move you forward a step to your end goal. But if you don't have an end goal in mind, then nothing's going to work. So overwhelm is a massive problem. Okay, so the third reason why a lot of people struggle to make money online is not having a mentor. Now, your definition of mentor may be slightly different to what I'm thinking of, so I'll explain what I mean. And this comes from personal experience, not only from myself, but also people that I've spoken to as well that have struggled. I went a long time without having a mentor. Yes, there were people that I followed and people that I liked online, but these weren't people that I had paid. These weren't people that I could actually reach out to and get on Skype or Zoom or a phone call and, just run some ideas through to get clarity, to get focus, to get motivation. A lot of people expect a mentor to tell you everything, do this, then do that, then do this, then do that. And that's not what a mentor should do. If you need that, then you're not ready for a mentor. What you should really be thinking is, okay, I know what I want to achieve, but I'm just not sure if my idea is good. I need more clarity and I need some guidance on how I can get there. And you can find a mentor that will help you achieve those goals. Now, a mentor should be somebody, of course, that is further ahead than you. It should be somebody that you resonate with, because we don't all resonate with the same people. We come from different backgrounds, we have different senses of humour and all that stuff. So you should find somebody that you resonate with, that you know, like and trust. Do a bit of research on your mentor, and even if that person doesn't have a lot of experience coaching people, if they've achieved certain things or if they've been there, then it could be somebody worth investing in. And you do need to invest in a mentor. You know, I've invested 5 figures in my mentor and it's paid off, but of course I've put in the work. You know, my mentor has said, you know, you could do this, I think this is good, try this, but I've still been the one that's had to go ahead and do it. They've not, you know, logged into stuff and just done it for me. So you still have to put in the work, and you have to be prepared to pay that person for it. Now, a lot of people will say, yeah, but mentors are too expensive. And yes, they're expensive. However, the rewards outweigh the expense if you have a good mentor and if you take action. Whenever I've not had the money in my bank account to pay somebody or do something that I've wanted, within reason, of course, then I've always found a way, and it's called being resourceful. It may not happen overnight, and unless you're from certain areas of the world where, yes, you know, the currency that maybe you work in is really weak and you're going to struggle to pay somebody in the UK or the US, I understand that. But for people that are living in developed nations and, you know, we work in pounds, dollars, euros, whatever it is, you know, you've got to be resourceful, but you've got to, you know, do your research on a mentor, but also be prepared to put the work in as well. But having one is absolutely invaluable. And the final reason that people fail is laziness. And I know what you're thinking, oh, I've been struggling for a long time, but I work hard and I do this and I do that. And I get it. Laziness may not be the best word to describe it, but it does, you know, a lot of people just don't put in the effort. They don't put in the work. When I was struggling, I was working as a full-time teacher. I'd get home at 9:30 at night. Of course, I've got to have dinner and have a shower. My kids are already in bed. And then I open up the laptop and I'm working until 2, 3 in the morning and I'm exhausted. And the next day I'm doing it again and again and again and again. Yes, occasionally I wouldn't do anything because I just had enough or I just got frustrated. But this went on for a long, long time. We're talking several years until I could finally, you know, crack something. But I put in the work. A lot of people won't. They will say that they're hungry. They'll say that they're, you know, hardworking, but their definition of what is hardworking and other people's definition is different. And I mentioned the word hungry. I think laziness / lack of hunger is a good way of putting it. And if you don't want something bad enough, that's totally fine. However, if you don't have the hunger, then you're not going to push through when times get hard. And that isn't really something that anybody can teach you. It's something that's built in. You either want it or you don't. When I wanted to play the guitar, I remember years ago, I bought a guitar in Australia and went back to the UK and I started taking these guitar lessons because I thought, you know, if I could play the guitar, that'd be cool. But honestly, I wasn't hungry enough. I didn't have the desire to become a good guitar player, really. So I did take some lessons. The teacher gave me some homework and I did it kind of begrudgingly, but I didn't practice every day like I was told. I had days off and then I'd go back and he'd be surprised that I hadn't learned a certain chord, and we'd practice because I was paying him money, so of course he taught me again. And I just gave up at the end because I just didn't want it enough. And there's nothing wrong with not wanting something enough, but you've got to admit it to yourself if that's the case, because otherwise you're just going to dig a deeper and deeper hole and you're just going to, you know, get more stressed and overwhelmed. And it could be just down to a lack of hunger. Now, yes, there are tons of other reasons why people struggle. We had a whole list of these things in our group, but those were the top 4. You might disagree, you might agree, who knows? Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree, or whatever it is that you think is the reason for your struggles. And maybe we can give some good feedback. I'm not here to sell you any coaching or any of that stuff in case you've got that skeptical mind. This is just a discussion that we were having. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions or you need more clarification, go and watch the video once more. Over on the right hand side, we have some more trainings and reviews, so go and watch those as well. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and hit the bell notification. Other than that, ask any questions you've got below, and I'll see you soon.